More Outnumbered in just a moment. But first to Jenna Lee with what's coming up in the second hour of Happening Now. Jenna?
Hi there, Andrea. Next hour, the Obama administration kicking off a summit on countering violent extremism today at the White House. How should the U.S. respond to increasing violence by ISIS and other terror networks is a big question for us. Plus, a dangerous inferno driving 1,000 people from their homes after a tanker train derails and explodes, dumping oil into a West Virginia river. What's getting in the way of the cleanup will explain. And dangerous cold and mounds of snow. Another winter blast hits the Northeast. Is there any end in sight? 31 days till spring, Andrea. 31 days.
I've got the countdown calendar.
Right.
Thanks, JL.
Well, I may be outnumbered, but it's my turn with this story. In the dating world, wouldn't it be nice, I think it'd be nice if your potential partner just would tell you straight out how they feel about you instead of trying to figure out if they just wanted to be friends or they want more than that. Well, now there's a new study, and it suggests a pattern to how single men and women manage to miss each other's signals almost completely. Researchers found that men are more likely to perceive women's friendliness as sexual interest, while women tend to misread men's efforts to hook up as just trying to be friendly. Andrea?
I don't buy it.
What's this about?
Well, the first part I buy. It's so true. If you're just nice to a guy, they think that you're flirting with them. You're like, oh, excuse me, did you drop your pen? You're like, want to make out? Yeah. That's true. But the flip side of that, I don't think is true.
Men with their egos, right?
It's so everyone wants to sleep with them. It's so true, Ainsley. But the other side of the coin, I don't necessarily agree with, and we've talked about this on Outnumbered before. One of the studies said women don't know when men are flirting with them. Oh, come on. When a guy asks you out or asks you for coffee, women know he's not just going so he can talk to you about,
so you think the date is wrong?
You know, ISIS
Your
or...
date is spurious.
What
do you think?
I think that mixed signals happen even in marriage. I mean, sometimes I just want a massage. I literally just want a massage. And my husband interprets it as something else.
Do you telegraph it? Do you say, listen, honey, honestly, this is just about...
You know what's interesting? We were on reality TV together, and that's an interesting experience because I can look back on those early days. It's captured on video. In fact, the first moment we met is captured on film. Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
Wow. And I can look back at what I thought we were interacting, and then his confessional of what he thought was happening, what I thought was happening. So reality TV is...
Wait, so Rach, he was flirting with you and you didn't know?
Well,
or vice versa.
I thought initially that he just wanted to be friendly with me. And it was very clear when I watched the show later with all his commentary.
So you support the study, but Ainsley, you're nodding your head.
Well, I just think that women can have male friends. I have male friends that I would never think anything of it. But I have heard that men are not like that men can't have women friends. They're always...
It's very tough.
Yeah, there's always a motive.
There's well, I think that it's hardwired to some extent. Do you think it is? Do you think that this is sort of a hardwired phenomenon, or it's a psychological one? But
I think a lot of stuff is hardwired, but I also think that we were given a frontal cortex, a cerebral cortex, in order to overcome some of the hardwiring. I think you know that's the power of being rational beings. Is you know, we're not rubbing our privates all over each other all day long in public.
But that would be interesting.
Wait, the frontal cortex isn't the problem. There's another frontal problem.
Let me just say this, for all you men that are watching, if we smile at you, if we pick up your pen, if we even just touch your arm, it doesn't mean that we're thinking anything more is going to happen.
I know, but I'm telling you, when I watch men interact with women, I see it. That man is being affectionate toward that woman.
Yeah.
He's not just being nice. Anyhow.
That's not affectionate.
I agree, Dr. A.
It is. No, honey, it's affectionate. Honey. There we go.
Oh, yay! Sparks are flying. Remember the Yes We Can slogan President Obama campaigned with in 2008? How can I forget? Well, it turns out one person who wasn't a huge fan of it was the president himself. And if not for the First Lady, things might have been very different. Just how important is that big campaign slogan? We will debate. Next, Outnumbered.
Come on up,